If you've just started investing or are thinking of starting investing in the stock market, then firstly, congratulations. And secondly, these are the 5 main things that you need to know as a beginner if you choose to invest with Trading 212. Hi, my name is Gabriella. I'm 23 years old and have a net worth of over £100,000, with £70,000 of this being in the stock market. I've been investing with Trading 212 since I was 19 and have made over £20,000 profit through the app. So I'd like to say I know the platform quite well. This is going to be a fairly quick and concise video, but of course, please do let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and if there's anything I've missed out that you really think could help some other people. As a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, just educational content based off my experience and knowledge. So please make sure to do your own research. So the first thing to know is what account to actually use. As Trading 212 has become more popular throughout the years, they've actually started adding on different accounts. What I'm about to say is for UK citizens, so if you're not a UK citizen, please move on to the next section. There are 2 main investing accounts available to us that we should be focusing on. First is the standard invest account, and the second is the stocks ISA. For those who don't know, an ISA is a type of tax-free bank account where you can invest or save up to £20,000 every financial year with no tax implications. So when you invest through a stocks ISA, any profits or interest you make in the account are completely tax-free, whereas if you invest with the standard invest account, those profits can be taxed. What people tend to do is start off with the stocks ISA, and then once or if they use up that £20,000 allowance, they then start investing through the invest account, because they'd rather be investing and getting taxed on profits than not investing at all. Okay, the second very essential thing that you need to know is how to turn on the 2-factor authenticator. This will be an extra thing that you can do to protect the money inside your account, and it's basically an added layer of security. For example, instead of just accessing your account via putting in a password, you'll put in your password and then you'll be sent a code to your email, and then via that code you then log in again. It's a pretty standard procedure for trying to protect people's accounts. All you need to do is go to settings, go to the 3 lines in the bottom right corner, go to settings again, and go to privacy and security. Then you can select 2-factor authenticator or 2FA and choose one of the 2 options, either a trusted device verification or an authenticator app. And then you continue from there, knowing that your money is a lot more protected than it was before. The next very essential thing you need to know is how to actually withdraw and deposit money from your account. I think this is actually one of the most common questions I get asked, is how to actually access your money, and I can explain it all to you. So there's a couple ways to do this. Obviously the initial obvious one is to press the deposit button right on the home screen, and you can simply set up your bank account and deposit money from that bank account straight into your investing account. Or the other way, and actually my preferred way, is to go to settings again and go to manage funds. This is where you can manage basically everything to do with your funds, which includes depositing and withdrawing money. But here you can also set up recurring payments, payment methods, and also all the requests that you've previously sent through. If you also have a cash ISA with Trading 212 like I do, you can easily move funds between your cash ISA, which I personally use for short-term savings, from that account into your investing account, or vice versa. When you deposit money, the money will come from the cash section on the home screen. So if you deposited money, you think, where on earth is that actually gone? It will be in the cash section. Similarly, you can only withdraw money from the cash section. If you have £100 in a stock, let's say, and you're trying to withdraw £100, you have to sell that asset before you can withdraw the money. I'll explain a little bit more about that in a second. By the way, if you would like to sign up to Trading 212 and get up to £100 of free fractional shares, you can use my code Gabby when you sign up, or I'll put a link in the description. Next, following on very closely to what we just discussed, is how to actually buy and sell assets. And by the way, when I say assets, I literally just mean any type of investment you can make on the stock market. Whether this is an individual stock, a fund, an ETF, a commodity, anything, the umbrella term is just a financial asset. So purely as a demonstration, I'm going to show you how I would personally buy and sell physical gold. I'm not recommending this as something you buy yourself, again, just purely as a demonstration. So to buy an asset, as we showed in the last part, you're going to have to deposit money into your account. So once we've deposited that money, that again you'll find in the cash section, then we're simply going to go to the search bar and search up what it is that we want to buy. If there's more than one option of an asset, I would always say to try and buy the asset in your home currency, as you won't be charged an exchange rate fee. Next, you simply press buy, choose how much money you want to put into this. It can be as little as £1 if you're just testing things out, and then you could just press buy. If the sale doesn't go through straight away, do not panic. It probably just means that you've bought the asset outside of opening hours, because similar to a fruit market, the stock market also has opening and closing times. Next is how to sell. It's pretty much the exact same process. Again, if you're selling outside of market hours, it might take a few hours, even days to go through, and that is why it is so important that we have an emergency fund that we can quickly access in case in an emergency we really need that money. Once Once that asset is sold, that money will go into your cash section again, and then you can choose to withdraw that if you would like. And the last thing you should know about is how to earn interest on your uninvested cash. So some people like to reserve cash in the cash section in case of a sudden dip or a drop, or to just have it there in the account if they're not too sure what they want to invest in yet. But instead of that money just sitting there doing nothing, not earning any interest, you can enable interest. Your money can earn interest even when it's just sat there not invested in something. Again, you're going to go to settings and press the tab which says interest on cash. You can follow the instructions, read the terms and conditions, and press enable if you would like to earn that interest on your cash. I'll be completely honest and say I didn't actually realize you had to manually turn this on. I thought that it just automatically did it, so I've probably lost out on quite a lot of money by not enabling this. So please do check if that interest is enabled or not. So that is everything. I did warn you it'd be a quick and concise video. A reminder as well that you can use my code Gabby to get up to £100 of free fractional shares if you do sign up to Trading 212. I do have a free investing ebook that I will link in the description if you'd like to learn more, and I also have plenty of videos on my YouTube channel and also my short form channels if you would like to check those out. And I believe that is everything. Please let me know if you have any questions and I'll be more than happy to help.